morning, good morning. It is day 4 of snow day. School is canceled yet again. My kids went to school one day this week, Monday. First 2 days was really fun, sledding, right? Last 2 days, it's like, okay, we need education. Anyway, happy Friday. We are done with our winter storm. Everything's melting, which makes me really sad because it's beautiful and fun. My heart goes to people who live like in Minnesota, where you guys have months of winter. It's like every time this happens, it's fun. And then I realize, oh my gosh, like the kids get bored. And then you have to tell them like things to do, help them with ideas that don't involve a screen. So I feel for you. I do not want winter multiple times or multiple months out of the year. I think I'm just good with these, like this 1 week in February we have. I'm good with that. Okay, a lot of y'all asking how to play Racco, and it's actually so simple. I can show you on Instagram stories. A lot of people were like, I love Rummy Cube, so show us Racco. Racco is stupid easy in comparison to Rummy Cube. Like you can sit and drink and play with, or hang out with friends and like talk with friends while you do this. So if you play with 2 players, you only do cards 1 through 40. If you have more than 2 players, 1 through 60. I did not separate the cards, we're gonna go for it. The dealer deals you your cards and you have to put them in the order of top to bottom. You do not get to switch them around. They're gonna be all messed up. Different points in different places. You get it? You have to put it in the order that's given. Brrr, straight down your little rack doodad thing. All right, so here's what my little setup looks like. The whole point of this game, it's very easy. You're just going from lowest point to highest point. So you're gonna get all these cards coming in and out and you're rearranging them to where you have the lowest point here, then the next one is higher, then the next one is higher, then the next one is higher, all the way until the highest card is back here, and then you have a Racco. So I can either pick up the discard when I first start or draw. I'm gonna draw a 1. That is the single best card to start with because now I have lots of options, right, to go higher than a 1. And so you just go back and forth, either taking the top discard pile or drawing and switching out cards to where you're trying to get lowest to highest. That's it. It doesn't really seem that fun. And the first few times, it's like, okay, but then you get addicted. You're like, no, I'm gonna freaking win. Like it's simple. And you get to chat while you do it. You don't have to think super hard. A lot of it's luck. But during the last 4 days of snowstorm, we got our neighbors hooked onto it. I went over to their house and we played for almost 2 hours because you just get so determined to win. So it's a really, really, really fun, easy game. And I like it because the kids can play. Berkeley and Vaughn can play 100% by themselves. It's a very easy concept and the games go by really fast. I've honestly never thought about this one. That's actually a really cool idea, showing like my point of view with like the cameras and people staring at me like when I'm in the moment on set, which means in a house, like doing progress shots. It's actually a really good idea. Never thought about that. Choosing the designs. This is one that I would love to put on stories. Are you kidding? Because like if there's any like negative comments, it's like she's an Instagrammer, she doesn't design. I freaking pick every detail in every single house. And so I would love to show me doing that. But the issue is that the homeowners watch my stories. And so I have to be really careful. Like when I put like even tile that I'm using in my stories, I make sure there's like quite a few houses going at the same time so no one knows which one it is. And I try to film it in a very discreet way to where they can't tell it's their house. Does that make sense? Because the homeowners are watching and I can't spoil that surprise for them because that would be like in real time, me putting up the tile, putting in stories that day. And so they're out of their house and they'd be watching. Does that make sense? Like I can't ruin the surprise, but trust me, I would love, we want to incorporate more in the actual TV show this season. with the design process. This is another thing that I have been pulling for since season 1 is this is a design show, and I feel like we're really missing the element of decorating tips. Do you remember like in the first episode of season 2 where I show like the levels? So I want to do that in every single episode. And so my showrunner is very much aligned with me. And now since we're only doing 1 home per episode this season, we can get into more details, and it's not going to be so like, I feel like it was super fast paced, and it's still going to be fast paced, but I feel like you're going to get more information that you can actually take away from watching the show. This is cute. I've always wanted my show to be number 1, entertaining and fun to watch more than anything, but I want it to be educational. I want you to learn something. I want you to be so inspired that you get up off the couch and you rearrange your bookshelf after you watch my show. That is what I hope for and I'm working towards. Oh my gosh. After you get done filming for 5 months and then it's 10 hours worth of content, you're like, it took half a year for that? I mean, it's crazy. It's, again, 5 months of my life, and this season it's going to be 12 weeks. So we have 2 more episodes. So for 5 months, I get 12 hours of content. Isn't that crazy? You have to film so much to be able to make sure that you have content. I have been begging for a bonus blooper episode since season 1, and it has been denied every time. But I'm still very loud about it, and I think it would do very well. And it wouldn't just be all bloopers. We could maybe integrate like interview or questions or something in it. I don't know. I would love it, but there's so much there. It's a shame that they never see the light of day.